The market regulator has been constantly asking brokers to, constantly advise all the inexperienced retail investors on every trade that they incur on the option space as well. If you could list out the broad 3 or 4 key risks that one should be aware of before one gets in here, so that every viewer who is interested in this space thinks twice.
Yeah, so Sakshi, first things first, if you can stay out, you should. If you're new to this market, it's best not to trade options. I say that with grave responsibility on my end because this is not a market meant for an immature investor. Unless you've seen the market cycle for 3, 4 years, you should not be trading options. Point number one. Two, you must realize, Sakshi, in the last 5 years, we've seen very heavy automation happening in the world of options. That means a lot of very high co-location servers who are running on algos, they spot the trade much earlier than a retail investor like you and me does. And by the time you get into the trade, the meat of the matter is over, and you're held. You buy an option at a very high premium, which you ideally should not.
Okay.
As you can see, if you look at India VIX, it used to be 22, 23 just about 2 years ago. At the moment, India VIX is trading at 11.28 at a time when the market is at a record high. So,
Yeah.
what has happened is the volatility that you see in options trading has been
Yeah.
sucked out by all machines,
Hmm.
all algos. And this comes at a time when retail participation is rising. So the reason for the loss that retail investors are making in options trading is because they are up against machines. Machines are fast, they have no emotion, and they execute a trade in 1/10 of a nanosecond. So
Correct.
you have to be very clear in your mind what needs to be done. And you cannot fight a machine unless you join the machine and you install an options trading software at your end.
Okay.
Thirdly, you need to study
Hmm.
options. The lower price point that you see in the case of a Nifty call or a Nifty put vis-a-vis the Nifty is not actually an attractive or a lower price point. Even if the option is priced at 2 or 3% of the actual underlying, it might be expensive. So, what people do is they unnecessarily compare the price of an option to the price of the underlying, the Nifty
Correct.
or the Bank Nifty. And
Correct.
they say that 500 रुपए का बैंक निफ्टी का ऑप्शन मिल रहा है, बैंक निफ्टी is 44,000, ये तो सस्ता है.
Hmm.
Little knowing that the actual value of an option at that point of time is probably 350. It's
Okay.
available to you at 500 because of excessive retail speculation, and it is
And
the
transaction costs
uh,
also, I believe, right, Shell?
yes, absolutely. So that is what I was coming to. I think option pricing is
Hmm.
a deeper subject than the Pacific Ocean, and a lot of study needs to be done before you get into an options trade. Sadly, in the Indian environment, you can open an options trading account online in less than 15 minutes, put in money on your from your bank into the trading account, and you can begin. That is also, there is no hurdle rate. There is no stopping you from making that, from losing that kind of money. So it's a very dangerous exercise, and even people like me, we are very, 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 very cautious on options. Whatever positions that we take on the options market are hedged with a different
Yeah.
option. So
Yeah.
our level of losses are lesser. And
I was actually
finally,
coming to the hedge point also. Yeah, you may continue and then I will talk to you about it.
okay, let's discuss the hedge a little later. The other part is that the transaction costs are so high these days. People don't
Hmm.
realize every time you trade an option, you pay the government via STT. You pay a transaction cost which is 20 rupees, 10 rupees, 7 rupees per trade. Either way, it is the cost is phenomenal. I have personally seen people paying 3 lakh, 4 lakh rupees a month as brokerage and government costs. And that eats into your actual uh, portfolio. That is money that's taken away from you. And God forbid if you made a loss that month or that week or that particular day, it's an additional hit on your psychology of that particular day कि एक तो नुकसान हो गया,
Correct.
दूसरा हमने इतना टैक्स भर दिया,
Hmm.
और तीसरा जो हमारा मानसिक संतुलन है वो टूट गया.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.